I'm Richie Castellano. This is my cousin Phil Castellano, and this is the easiest mode lesson you will ever see. What are modes? Modes are a mystical, magical thing that theory books throw at you to confuse you. Modes are different ways to play the same scale, pretty much. Different uses of the same scale from starting from different points in the scale. So for this example, we're going to use my favorite scale, the C major scale, which goes like this. So practice that, pause the video, and then come back. The first mode we're going to look at is Ionian. This is your major scale mode. So when you hear chord progressions that are like this, you know, C, F, G, or the more popular and current C, G, A minor, F. You just play your major scale over that. The second mode we're going to look at is called Dorian. Now, this is where it gets confusing, but we're going to demystify. When you hear stuff that sounds like this, let's say C minor to F, like... So if you have a minor 1 chord, in this case C minor, and you hear a 4 chord, F, so C, D, E, F, 4, that is major, that's a dead giveaway that you are in Dorian most of the time. So how do we make Dorian easier to play? Well, if you hear a minor 1 chord and a major 4 chord, you know you're in Dorian, in this case C Dorian, move down a whole step to B flat major. B flat major and C Dorian are the same thing. Let's see if that trick works. Hit it. So that's the same scale shape, just in B flat. Easy. Okay, let's move on to the next mode. The next mode is Phrygian. Okay, you know you're in Phrygian when you have this sort of metal sound, like... Phrygian's the third mode. Okay, so you know you're in Phrygian when you have that like minor 1 chord, major flat 2 chord. So in this case, we have that C minor, D flat, major, like very metal sounding thing. So to make Phrygian easier to play, all you do is go down 2 whole steps and play a major scale. So if we're in C Phrygian, just play A flat major. Hit it. Okay, next up is, what is the next one?
Lydian?
Lydian is the spacey sounding mode. Ooh. So when you hear a song that has like a major 1 chord, like a C, and then a major 2 chord, like a D, like this. Dead giveaway that you're in Lydian. For Lydian, you want to go up a 5th and play a major scale. So up a 5th. How many steps is that? That's 1, 2, 3.5 steps. So, and play a major scale. One thing to keep in mind is when you're playing these scales, if you want to get the real mode sound, stick to the half steps. So find where the half steps are. That's how you really get the mode to pop out of the scale. Next up, we have Mixolydian. Okay, Mixolydian is pretty easy to hear. If you have a chord progression that has a major 1 chord and then say goes down a whole step to like a major flat 7th chord, like that's pretty much Mixolydian. Or like that Sweet Home Alabama stuff, like so C, B flat, F, that's Mixolydian. So how do we play Mixolydian? We're gonna go up a 4th or 2.5 steps. So we're in C, we have 1 step, 2 steps and a half, so that's F. So now while he plays C, B flat, F, I'm gonna play F major. Let's check it out. The next mode we're going to look at is Aeolian. Aeolian. Even though Aeolian sounds Mediterranean and exotic, it's quite easy. It's just the minor scale. So when you hear a song with a minor 1 chord and the metal chord, which is like C minor, A flat major, B flat, like the metal chords, you're in Aeolian or C minor. So if you're in C minor, all you got to do is go up a step and a half to E flat and play an E flat major scale. Let's try it. The last mode is the most horrible mode. It's called Locrian. If your song, if the 1 chord is a half diminished chord, like, so check out this song I wrote. Here's what you do. You go up a half step and play a major scale. So he's playing C diminished. I'm going to play C sharp major. Let's check it out. C Locrian. My name is Richie Castellano. That was my cousin Phil Castellano. I hope we've demystified the modes for you and made them a little easier to use. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment.